In today's class, we'll talk about basics on PowerPoint. Already we have covered MS Word. We had covered MS Excel. When we talk about PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, how we can open Microsoft PowerPoint, very simple. We can go through window, and if we go to window, you can see office. You can see office here. So under office, you can easily find everything. You can find Word. You have PowerPoint. Okay, you have all the tools. You can easily open PowerPoint from this. You can simply click on this, and then you can open PowerPoint from this. So that is the one way to open the PowerPoint. And this is a one way to open the PowerPoint. Apart from this, if you want to open the PowerPoint, apart from this, the other way to open the PowerPoint, here simply you can write PowerPoint. If you write PowerPoint, you can find right PowerPoint. You click there, and again you can open the PowerPoint. So like in Windows 10, and right now the training what I'm giving you, this will be a PowerPoint 2019 version. So you can open the PowerPoint like this, just simply clicking on this, and then you can open the PowerPoint blank presentation or any other recent presentation or any presentation which is being pinned. All that you can do that. Okay, the other way to open PowerPoint, you can open PowerPoint also through run. If you remember, Window R, the shortcut key to open PowerPoint. Normally, if I have to open PowerPoint or Word or Excel, so I normally prefer run. So how to open from run? How to open first run? For that, you simply do Window R. If you do Window plus R, you'll open run. Okay, so if I press Window R, you can see run. Okay, so for opening MS Excel, for MS Excel, what we do is we write Excel. So if I write Excel, I can open MS Excel through run. Okay, for MS Word, I have taught you Word. For MS Word, if I want to open MS Word, if I want to open MS Word through run, what I'll do, I'll write what? I'll write WinWord. So I'll write WinWord. Okay, so if I write WinWord under run, I can open MS Word. Similarly for PowerPoint, similarly for PowerPoint, if I want to open PowerPoint, so for PowerPoint, what I will do, if I want to open PowerPoint, what I'll do for PowerPoint, I'll write POWERPNT. For PowerPoint, I'll write POWERPNT. So if you write POWERPNT, you can open PowerPoint from it. So if you simply do Window R, and if I write Excel, then the Excel can open. Okay, to close this, Control W, or if Control W is not working, Alt F4. Okay, to open MS Word, I'll write WinWord. WinWord. The word will open. To close this, Alt F4. Similarly, for pressing PowerPoint, you will get POWERPNT, and then you can see a PowerPoint presentation open. So if you see this PowerPoint screen like this, from here you can see the recent one. By default, recent PowerPoints which I have worked in past, that become visible here. So I can simply click on any of them. If I'm looking for some recent PowerPoint work which I did in the past, I can open from them. Okay, or if there are some presentation which I pinned it. What is pinning? Basically means those which you want, like they are significant for you. Okay, so suppose if you have thousands of presentation, if you pin any presentation, that will be always be there in the pinned. So pinned basically means you are giving special features, or you are giving more importance to that presentation over the other. So in order to pin that presentation, you simply go in like this. You can see pin this item to the list. You just click there. So if you simply clicked it, so if you simply click it, so it will be done. You can see this. So next time, whenever whenever you need a certain presentation, you have so many presentation being saved in your desktop, or you want some specific presentation, you can simply open the pinned one and it become easier for you to go through them. So if you see here like this, so like this. And so I'm not going to discussing now all this. These all are finance topics, so there's no point of discussing about them with you. I'm just simply showing you this. Okay, so you can remember them. So see this, if you see this presentation which is open, if you see this, if you want to maximize this, normally these are slides, right? These are called slides. Normally we call them as slides. And if you see the space what this slide is having, if you feel that it is having very less, carrying very less space, so what you can do, you can go to design. Okay, you can go to design and their slide size, you click on the slide size, and here this is standard 4:3. Earlier version of PowerPoints, they used to have this size, only standard size 4:3. Nowadays, a new version, whenever we make PowerPoint presentation, we'll make the slides with this size, wide screen, 16:9. Now you can see this. I hope you are finding the difference. 16:9. So this slide size, then you can do custom slide size. If you do the custom size, you can do this. You can go there, you can see this, the same thing what we did. The shape is given A3 page, A4 page. You can just click on that, you can understand by them. Okay, maximize all that A4 size, all. So these all are self-explanatory. You can just spend some time. Custom slide size, these are older version, like this used to be there. Okay, on screen show, custom wide screen, I made it wide screen. Then width, you can change the width. Then height, you can change height, you can change the number slide, portrait slide, this you can change this. So all this you can learn by yourself. These are very basic things. So whenever you have slide, you can easily work on them. These are basic things which you should be aware about when we are working on this slide. You can see this format background. We'll talk about format background later on. Okay, so that way if I closing it, it's asking me, do you want to save the changes what you made? I say yes. So it got saved like that way. So normally you know how to open PowerPoint presentation. Like the way we open Excel or Word, like the same way you can open PowerPoint presentations also. You can simply write PowerPoint here. So I can simply write PowerPoint here. And then from this PowerPoint is visible for me and I can open it from there. What I have done, I have also created a shortcut key for PowerPoint. Like you see, if I want to open PowerPoint, I can also open PowerPoint by using this Control Shift R. If I press Control Shift R, I have created a shortcut key for PowerPoint presentation. So the shortcut key what I created is Control Shift R, sorry, Control Shift P to PowerPoint. So see, I just created the shortcut key, Control Shift P, and the moment if I press Control Shift P, you can see PowerPoint presentation get open. So how I did this very easy. It was very easy. I simply write here PowerPoint. I simply here write here PowerPoint, and now how to create the shortcut key? What you do? Okay, to create the shortcut key in your window, write PowerPoint, and then you'll see an icon of PowerPoint being visible. Okay, and in that icon you can see all the recent everything. Then what you do, right click on that icon, do right click on the icon. Okay, then what you do, click on open file location. Click on open file location. After you click on open file location, then you will find PowerPoint visible here. Then you will find PowerPoint visible here. So once you find PowerPoint visible here, click on PowerPoint. If you click on PowerPoint, the PowerPoint will get open. I don't want PowerPoint to get open. What you do right click. Okay, go to properties. and then you see, no, here this shortcut key. Can you see here shortcut key is written? Earlier it used to be none. Okay, I changed it to Control Shift P. That's why it's visible like that way. Maybe in your system it would show you shortcut key as none. So change that shortcut key to Control Shift P. Clear, everyone? If I want, I can again press none. Then okay. Then you will need to provide administrator permission to change the setting. So it will come like this. Okay. So now my shortcut will not work. The Control Shift P, what I made, it will not work. Control Shift P, it's not working. So I made that shortcut key called Control Shift P. With that, it opened the clear, everyone. Anyone any doubt? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, try there. Everyone. So in your window, write PowerPoint. Okay, what is the shortcut key? The shortcut key to, so what are the steps to create shortcut key for PowerPoint? The steps to create shortcut key for PowerPoint. Very simple. Write PowerPoint. Write PowerPoint in window. Okay. Then what you do? To right click. Do right click on the icon. Do right click on the icon. Okay. Then click on open file location. Then click on open file location. If you click on open file location, a new window will come where there will be a lot of icons. One of the icon will be PowerPoint. Click on open file location. Okay. Then new window will open. Having lot of files, including PowerPoint, having lots of files including PowerPoint. Right click, then properties. Right click, then click on properties, and then shortcut. Shortcut key will come. Shortcut option will come in window. Just write the shortcut there. So here you simply write PowerPoint, then do right click, open file location, then right click, properties, and there here write the shortcut. Control Shift P, and then press OK. If you press OK, the permission continue. Then the shortcut will work. Clear, everyone? So whenever you open the PowerPoint presentation first time, blank presentation. So this the first slide what we have. This is called title slide. The first slide what you can see. The first slide what you can see, we'll call this as a title slide. The first slide what you can see, we'll call this as a title slide. So the first slide, we'll call this as a title slide. This slide, okay, this is the heading one. Okay, this is called title slide. Okay, so always whenever you open PowerPoint, this slide will always be there. This is like the slide where you'll write the heading of the slides. Okay, you write subheadings, you give some vital information because you know the reason, right? Why we work on PowerPoint? What is the point of working on PowerPoint? Because we are making presentations. So verbally remembering all the points of presentation is difficult whenever we talk about sequential arrangement of data. So always PowerPoint make a lot of sense to us, where when we want to present data in the form of graph, tables, okay, we want to use different pictorial representation. We can even include videos, audios also for the presentation part. So there we'll talk in the term of PowerPoint presentation. So when we talk about PowerPoint presentation, the heading of the PowerPoint presentation, it is like this PowerPoint presentation one. Okay, this because this is the name. Okay, so you can press Control N, like that. You can open many presentations like this. If you want to close them, you can use Control W or Alt F4. So by default, the first presentation what you open, it will come with the name called presentation one. Okay, so by default, the first presentation, whatever I'll open, it will come with this name called presentation one. Okay, this is called title bar. This is called title bar. This is called title bar. Okay, you can see the key like restore. You can this is minimize. This is minimize. This is close. Okay, this is restore. Okay. So all these keys are available even in Word, even in Excel, even in PowerPoint. All these keys are already available. Okay, this is called title bar. Okay, so then this is called quick access toolbar. This is called as quick access toolbar. I taught you the same thing in Word, Excel also. This is called quick access toolbar. This is called quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar include all the ribbons, all the functions which you need very frequently to work on PowerPoint. So certain key which you need very frequently. So you can put all of them under the quick access toolbar to add or decrease your weapons for working on PowerPoint. To this quick access toolbar, what you can do, you see this. So with this, if you click, the whole window will open, and then you can add or reduce more ribbons. Okay, these file, home, insert, draw, design, transitions, animation, slideshow, review, view, recording, all are called as tab. These all are called a tab. Under these tabs, you have ribbons, you have groups. We call them as a groups. This clipboard, font, paragraph, we'll call them as a group. And under each tab, you have what? You have ribbons. Those ribbons also, if you want, you can put in the quick access toolbar. Clear, everyone? So the same thing is there in Word also, same thing is there in Excel also. So the first thing what you should do whenever you open PowerPoint presentation or MS Word or MS Excel, you should always save that. So to save that, you can go to Alt FA. The shortcut key to save is Alt FA. So if you do Alt FA, you can choose a location where you want to save it. Okay, so if by default it will save in PowerPoint presentation format. If you want, you can change in PowerPoint 97 2003 presentation format or PDF format. So you can change their format if you want. Okay, so the extension, if you see the extension of any PowerPoint presentation, if you see the extension, the properties, for that you can go inside property. That is, it is there in the format .pptx. Okay, the updated version of Excel, PowerPoint, MS Word, you can remember the properties, you can remember the extension. Like for Excel, it is .XLSX. For PowerPoint, it is .PPTX. For Word, it is .docx. Okay, so you can remember them. So the extension, the type of file. So the type of file what we are talking about here. So what type of file we are talking about here? For Excel, the updated version of Excel, if you save, it will save in .xlsx. For Word, if you save, it will save in .docx. And PowerPoint, if you save PowerPoint, it will save in the extension .pptf. Okay, that so by default it will save in that extension only. So by default, PowerPoint presentation. Okay, you if you change in 97 2003 format, then it will save with the extension .ppt. Okay, you can even save in micro enabled format also. So when you require to work on macros, then probably we'll save that in the micro enabled template format also. But right now we are not going to do that. PowerPoint micro enabled for presentation, not template presentation. Clear everyone? So I gave you enough knowledge about macros, how macros are there, how they are working. Okay, so in the other section we talked about macros. Now PowerPoint and all will not do uh, discussion more on macros because we are going through the basic sessions. Okay, when we do advanced sessions on PowerPoint, there we'll discuss about macros. Okay, so I hope you understood whatever I did so far. So you understood what is title bar, what is quick access toolbar. Okay, you understood what is minimize, restore, close option. Okay, so then you have tab, you have ribbons, you have groups. So all this you have understood. Okay, so you can see this quick access toolbar is there. Okay, if you want to customize this quick access toolbar, you can click on more command. And if you click on more command, you can add more commands. Whatever you want, you can add that. Whatever you want, you can add them. If you want to remove something, you can remove also. Clear everyone? Like this, whatever you feel, you add them. The shortcut key to go and access this is Alt FT, Alt FT. So you do Alt FT, Alt FT. So there you can go to quick access toolbar and then you can work on this. You can create your basic understanding how you want to do. You can even create tab of your name. Go to customize ribbon. Click on new tab. If you click on new tab, then you click again on new tab. Then rename this. You can give a name for that. Suppose I gave a name called Amit Singh. So I created new tab called Amit Singh. Okay, now under this tab, you can create groups, rename this group. Suppose the name of the group is finance. Then again, I created one more group. The name of this group is marketing. So like this, you can create a group and then you can add more and more functions inside this. You can add more and more functions inside this. Under each group, whatever functions you feel is important for you, functions or ribbons, you can add them like that. So you can create multiple groups within the tab and then you can press OK. So if I press OK, you can see a tab of my name Amit Singh, and there I made this group finance and marketing. So you can see these groups what I made, finance and marketing, which have these ribbons. Clear everyone? So by default, whenever you open PowerPoint, it is coming with the name called presentation 1. You want to open more PowerPoints, you can press Control N. So you can press Control N, Control N, Control N. So you can press Control N, Control N, Control N. With more and more Control N, you can open more and more PowerPoint presentation slides all together. Then if you want to close them, you can press Control W, Control W, Control W, Control W, or other way to close is Alt F4, Alt F4. And then if you have done anything, it will ask you. If you have done anything changes in the slide, it will ask you that you simply want to close or you want to save these changes. So if you say don't save, so it will get closed everything. So shortcut key, already I created shortcut key, right? Control Shift V. So if I press Control Shift V, I can open again the PowerPoint. Again, I explained you what a recent, what a pinned one is. Now, if you see this, if I simply click here, you can see that they become visible. So invisible, you can see when you open PowerPoint, you can see lot of themes are there. You can click here. Working on PowerPoints, you'll get lot of themes to work on PowerPoint. You can see these themes. And depending upon your requirement, you can choose these themes like this. There are a lot of themes are there. There are infinite themes are there, which you can simply look into that. So simply I clicked on theme. Thousands of themes are there. Gallery, parcel, wood type, portable, main event, frame, droplet, organic. So you can see these themes. So depending if your objective is matching with the theme objective, what is given here. So you can think about this. So you can download this template. So you can see this project title, some project work if you are doing, student name, class name, teacher name, date. So this is your title slide. Then project overview. What is your project overview? So what the project research, what research you have done, procedure, all that you're getting me right. You can like this, you can create, you don't no need to get impressed slides way. You can even create by yourself also. I'll show you very simple. Control Shift P. All this you can do by yourself. You simply click on blank. Then now this Amit Singh, this is there, which I this tab I created just for showing you. So I want to remove this. And Alt FT. So Alt FT. If I do Alt FT, then I go to customize ribbon and here reset all custom. Press OK. Now see everything become like that. Any doubt, anyone? Any question, anyone? So now see, you don't have, you simply see this. If you go under insert, okay. So under insert, you can see lot of options. You can see this something a new slide. You get lot of options to work on slides. You can see this title slide, which just now shown, which are showing you title and content. You can see title and content. Title and content. So So you can see this lot of options are there under new slide, title and content, section header, two content like this. So depending upon the requirement, whenever you work in PowerPoint, depending upon your requirement, okay, so duplicate selected slide from outline. 1 minute. Fine, everyone. So you can go to new slides. Okay, you can choose the slides title only. So depending upon your requirement, you can see that which works well for you. You can do that. This is always helpful for you to content title only blank. Okay, duplicate with selected slide. Okay, reuse slides, all that you can do. So while working on, so depending, it varies from work to work. The first slide is basically is a title slide. You can give a name to that. So let's suppose if I'm giving you a name for this is called PowerPoint, PowerPoint presentation tutorial, PowerPoint presentation tutorials. Okay, so subtitle by Amit Kumar Singh. Okay, so I give this PowerPoint presentation tutorials. Okay, I give this heading. Everyone understanding, right? So I give this heading. So I give this as a heading. Fine. Then what I did, you can see if I want, I can design. I can see the design which works well for me. I see which design works well for me. I can see this. You can see this, right? So whichever design works well for you, you can choose that. Choose designs which works well for you, like this. Okay, so whichever looks good, you see this. That you need to decide whichever looks good for you. So like that, there's so many templates are there. So you can go through those templates. You can see out of all these templates, which is looking better for you. You can decide that. Okay, once whatever you decide, then you can go for that. So every template, whatever you make, every template, whatever will work on, you can see every template. You have the table. You can insert table into that. So you can insert table every template, whatever they inbuilt these features will be there. So now we work multi-dimensional. So whenever we have table like this, okay, so you can create a table on that, number of column, number of row. So you can see you can create a table. So if you create a table, you can then edit the table. Imagine if you're working on a table, you can edit the table. Okay, so you can shading, you can see the shading of the table. So all of these are self-explanatory. Border, these are you outside border. So all border, all that you if you are creating a table, bottom border, all that. So style, you can see layout. So see this. So this was not there. You can see here. If you see the tab, you have home, insert, design, transition, animation, slideshow, review, view, recording. This many slides are there. Okay. Now, moment if I click here, you can see one more tab came, format. So in the format, you can format this whatever you're writing. So table, so you can see a table information. So you can see this, right? whatever I'm writing in the title heading, that I can change. That I can change. This, you see this, that I can change. I can shape fill. I can, you can see this, right? I can put color, any color I can put, more fill color. I can choose even color also, which color I want. I can create my my own color. I can create my own color, shape outline, no outline, more outline color, weight. You can change this. So you can change all this. I hope you are getting it. So this is outline, this weight, you can change this weight, more lines. You can create more lines here. These all like shape effect. Shape effect, shadow, then reflection. You are getting it right. So you can change this. You can create a 3D rotation. All that you can learn by yourself. Okay, so you can the moment you click on this, a new tab will come called format. Okay, and then you can learn by yourself, bring forward, bring back, send backward. Okay, those selection panel, you can see the selection panel, show all, hide all, table 4, title 1, all that. You can play with them to understand what they are doing actually. So now if you see, if I go, if I'm just outside, then there's no format. The moment I click here, format came. Now if I go inside table, one more came. So now there's no format. Now you have design, you have layout. So to work on table, to you can insert more. Okay, insert, you can create more, you can create more row and column, insert left, you're getting right, insert right. So merge cells, split cells, all that. To work on table, you get two tabs simply to work on table. Okay, you get two tabs to work on a table. Okay, everyone. So you get two tabs to work on a table. You can work on table very easily. You can work on tables like this. You add row, column, merge cells. Okay, all that you can do about them. Design, layout, you can learn about them. So tables, in case, so this I just shown you an example called table. So to work in PowerPoint, you get lot of features. You can add tables, you can add charts, okay, line diagram, bar diagram, pie chart, lot of things are there. You can add on them. So you can see like this. These are dummy data chart in the PowerPoint. So you can see this. So this is just a dummy data chart. So if you create a chart, you can understand to work on chart. You can change the color of the chart, okay, the way you want. Okay, you can change the template of this. Okay, so any chart, the same thing I did in MS Excel also. So press F5. So you can see, press F5 if you see this. Okay, so PowerPoint tutorials, you can see PowerPoint Amit Kumar sir. You see this. Now you see this. Now this is the chart. This is the chart which is being created. Now if you see this chart, so if you see this chart, now can you see this torch kind of thing? So this came, how this came, press control key. If you press control key, if you press control key and move, then your cursor will become like an indicator. So press control key, you press control key, and then if you use your mouse, it will become like a marker or indicator when you give presentation, right? To highlight certain facts, figures, you need something like a torch bearer or presentator, right? So you can use control key. So if you use control key and click on your mouse, it will act like this. So this chart is there. You want to give a chart title. So you can give a chart title. You see this plus sign come. The same thing was there in MS Excel also. If you have gone through MS Excel tutorials, you know all this. Chart title, you can simply give a title to the chart. You can give horizontal title, vertical title, everything you can give here. So performance, anything. I simply writing something for performance of employee in 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 a company. Simply I created this. So you can see this, you can change this, you can change the pattern, whatever pattern you want, you can change this. You can see this. So you have lot of options, guys. You can simply click on this plus sign. You simply click on this plus sign. You can change the title, data level, data table, error bar, grind lines, ligands, trend lines, up down bar, all that you can put. So this you can do by yourself. Okay, these all are self-explanatory. You can learn by yourself. You can put trend lines, ligands. Okay, series 1, series 2, series 3. You can give a name to them. Okay, so depends. So these are all self-explanatory. You can take data in MS Excel, and whatever data you take in MS Excel, you can plot it, you can chart here. You can do the same thing in MS Excel and cut and paste in PowerPoint, or you can create here also. Okay, so you just need to go. You simply go here, and if you click here on chart, okay, so which kind of chart you want? I want line diagram. So if I want line diagram, or I want bar diagram or histogram or pie chart, so you click there. So if you click there, then it will ask you, the Excel will open, because ultimately it should be from Excel, right? Data. So here you can give something. This is first quarter, second quarter. So I suppose student is there, the first internal, first internal, then second internal, third internal, fourth internal, then sales. Sales is not, these are marks 65, then 34, then 98, then 12, something. You're getting right. So the way I changes the data, you can see the pie chart got changed accordingly. You're getting it right. You just click here, you close this one, this part is done. You can close this. And then you see plus sign, and you can give chart title. Okay, sorry. So you can give chart title. You can give chart title. You can first internal, second internal, third, whatever you want. You can simply learn by yourself. Whenever you are working on PowerPoint, you can learn by yourself, like by using this. Okay, so you have this table, you have this chart, then you can insert smart art graphics. Okay, some graphics if you want, depending upon your requirement, you can add them. Okay, whenever you are working, you can add this graphics. So depending upon some, you want to create some flow chart, something, so you can write here. So finance, marketing, departments of the company, then human resource. So like this, the title came here. You can give verticals of the company. So like this, you can create like this. You can press F5. If you press F5, it will become complete presentations like this. So it looks very good. Depends from depend whenever you make PowerPoint presentation, it varies from your objective to objective. Based upon the objective, you can create these presentations. It will make a lot of sense for you. You can format your background. You can always format your background. You can do right click, format background, and you can change. You can put some solid fill. If I want to change, so I want to put some color, I can change this. I can put some color. You can see this. You can format background, whatever background, how you want your background, you can put that. So revision concepts. So you can change your background like this. Gradient fill. You can do solid fill. You can do gradient fill. See the gradient fill. You can put multiple colors in gradients. You can put gradient fill. You can see this. So these are gradients. You can see. You can increase or decrease the gradient. Transparency. All this you can. These all are self-explanatory. Brightness. So you can like this. You can edit your slide pattern fill. So these all are self-explanatory. Solid fill, graded picture or text fill. You can put pictures. You can put textures like this. A lot of textures are there. How you want your presentation background, you can do that. So it looks very good. You're getting it right. So you can do this. You want to add slides, shortcut key to add slides is Control M. If you press Control M, Control M, Control M, Control M, Control M, you can add as many slides as you want. But if you see here, I cannot write anything here. I can only give a title. I can only give a title, nothing I can write because I've selected the slide like that only. So I can, if I want, I can change. I go to insert and I'll say not title only, title and the content. Okay, title and the content make more sense. Simply title will not make any sense. Title and the content. So if you want to delete any slide, press delete, right click or do delete anything will be same thing. You can do right click and then you can delete the slide. Okay. So then you can add more slides with this. You can add more slides. You can format background. You can change the background to any color. Pattern fill, some pattern. Then, so these all this you can do. So when you're working on PowerPoint, you can work on these concepts like this. So if you want, you can add videos also. You can, whenever you want, you can add videos also. So videos, online device video, this device video. So some video, I click there. Now that video came. Now you can see I've added a video here. Now if you see, so this video started. So whatever, however you want, even in PowerPoint presentation, you can add even videos also. You can add audio also. You can do anything. Video border. Now, if I added video, then what should be the border of the video? So that also I can decide that part. Okay, what should be the border of the video? Video effect, shadow. You can reflection, glow, 3D rotation. Simply, I'm just showing you video effect, video border, video shape. You can change even the shape also for the video. So whatever you, however you want video to come. So so many things are there. Like these all are self-explanatory. You can easily understand them whenever you are working on. You can easily understand. These are very simple things. You can change the shape, sizes on all. You can put more and more symbols, arrow. However you want, you can do that. Anyone, any doubt? So normally, when we give presentation, always we give presentation in full screen mode. So for that, you can press F5. You can press F5. If you want to escape this screen, you can press escape key. You press escape key, that screen will get. Now, if you press F5, you can give full screen. But whenever I press F5, it's starting from the first slide. But I don't want to start from the first slide. Suppose I'm in some this slide, or I want this slide to become bigger. So what I can do, can you see this key? I slide show, just click there. So that key, that slide will come. Clear everyone? So what happened, like whenever you work in PowerPoint, what is the purpose of working on PowerPoint? The purpose of working on a PowerPoint is to make sure that tomorrow you can give presentation, right? So tomorrow I can give presentation. So whenever I'm working on PowerPoint, I want to give a presentation. So then what will happen to for giving presentation, whatever addition and editing, whatever you're doing, you can do once you're done. So like tomorrow, suppose your college expect you to give presentation. So once you connect your laptop or the system with the screen with your what you say projector, so then once you start the presentation, the key what we use for maximizing the screen size is F5 key. So if you press F5 key, although I am in slide 6, and in the moment if I press F5, I'll it will open the first slide. The first slide will be visible. But I don't want it this. I want this slide 6 only to be visible. The moment I click, the slide 6 should be visible. So for that, can you see this key is there called slide show. Just click on that key, and then that particular slide will be visible as a full screen when you do like that. Clear, everyone? Now, nowadays, the latest version of PowerPoint, whatever we are using, you'll always see a thumbnail bar. These are called thumbnail bar. So we'll call them as a thumbnail bar. We'll call them this. What you see, we'll call them as a thumbnail bar. The name for them. These are called as thumbnail bar. So this will always be visible for you whenever you are working in PowerPoint. So this will give you an idea about which slide you are in, actually what you are doing. In other slides, what all are there. So all together, somebody in left hand side, you can always see what all are there, content, in what slide, what is there, little bit of basic way you can see them. Same thing you can see like this way also. If you click on this, if you slide shorter, if you click on slide shorter, you can see the same thing. So if you click on slide shorter, you can see the same thing. Then you have a reading view. So you can see that the reading view. Slide shorter, your normal. This is your normal, the way how we are working. So this is normal slides on which we are working. The last is a thank you, so that you can take a template from Google, or you can write manually by yourself. Whatever you can do from that. It is very easy. This thumbnail bar, what you have, right? This you can, what you can do, if you want, you can simply minimize this thumbnail. You can see this. So if you want, you can, for the space purpose, if you want, you can minimize them also. If too much, if you minimize, then only thumbnail is visible. That you can call thumbnail. Clear, everyone? Maximum you can increase this much. So you can see you have tab. You can see you have tab. Under the tab, you have ribbons. Okay, you have ribbons, you have groups. Okay, you can see this. You have ribbons, you have groups. Okay. So you can see you have transition, animation, slideshow, review, view, recording. A lot of options are there. Okay, you have a lot of options when we work on PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so when we see these presentations, if you see the layout, is what we did in under the new slide, under insert, you have new slides, right? The same thing you can see under home layout. If you see layout, so what kind of layout you have? So you can see that, you can see the layout. So title is there, then text only, title very big space here, but maybe the text content is very less. Okay, so you can do that. So you can change the layout how you want, title and the content. Okay, layout. Okay, the section header, you can see this. Then comparison, you're making comparison. These all are layout, title, blank, content with caption. So you, when you are working on PowerPoint, you can change your layout depending upon your requirement. So whatever is your requirement, depending upon picture with caption. Many times you want to add picture. So you want to add picture, from where you add picture already there, or save pictures, something like that. Clear everyone? So you can add pictures here. Okay, the pictures, if you remove background, correction. So you see the picture what I added. Yeah, I can edit this picture. These all, cameras and all you use so much in your life. You know how to do the artistic effect, the pictures and all what I added. If I want to give effect, this picture what I added, I can give effect to that. All these are self-explanatory. You can put color. Imagine if you added a picture, you can use these all. We can learn by ourselves. So picture color options, then saturation, the way you want to present it, how color of that. You want to crop it, you can crop also, width, height, crop position. No need for me to tell you what is cropping and all, size, width, all shadow. You can give shadow, reflection, glow. All these are, you can put color into that. Picture border, picture layout, how you want that layout. If a picture, if you're taken, what should be the layout of that? So all you can learn by yourself. These all very basic thing I'm talking about. Design. You can see additional tabs being created, like design, that format, and then again the same thing. Already I discussed about them. So same thing already again will come. So you can simply see them and you can learn by yourself how to do them. Clear everyone? Anyone have any doubt? Shortcut key if you want to see again. So simply write here PowerPoint, and then you do right click, open file location, and then do right click, go to properties, and here in shortcut key, just press the shortcut key, whatever shortcut key you want. If I press Control Shift key, it will come automatically. Clear everyone? So like the way I added like the way I added video, like the same way I can added audio also. Okay, header footer is there. So header footer is important. If you want, you can add header footer. So date and time will come. So date and don't show on the title slide. So normally the first slide that we normally, if you are making presentation, date, time, slide number, and all, you normally do prefer to make it visible on the title slide, because imagine you're giving presentation to some big company and then this is written slide number one, today date or yesterday date, it will automatically will edit the date. So these basic things you can take care. If you want to put the number, you can do that. Slide number and all, you can put that, but that part you can take care. So slide number, then date and time, all this you can put there and fix. So update automatically date and time. It should be updated automatically. Today is 25th August. What is the time? It's following Gregorian calendar. The calendar what we follow is the Gregorian calendar. Okay. So what we so all maybe we don't know the name. Footer if you want. We can put footer if you want. And you can write some name. I'll give something. PowerPoint presentation tutorials and apply to all. Apply means it will only apply on one slide. Apply to all means it will apply in all the stuff. You can see this date, then a slide number, PowerPoint presentation tutorial. If I want to add more slide, I'll press Control M, Control M, Control M, Control M. Okay. If I want to write anything, I'll write something here. Okay, and then suppose if I go to new, open, okay. Now if I want the same slide, if I want new slide, Control M, Control M. If I want the same slide, again, Control D, duplicate, D means duplicate. If I want to delete it, simply click on the slide, press delete key from your mouse. It will get deleted. Okay, so if you see when when we are working here, when we are working in PowerPoint, you can see this. This is module one. Now all this content, what you are seeing, these all you can see. No, there's module one. Under module one, you have these topics like what are the global financial market, the foreign exchange market, all the comparison of domestic and international money and capital market, all that. So and then this class started. These PPTs are there. So this is chapter one. This is chapter one. These all are there in the chapter one. So you can see these all under chapter one. Two pages chapter one. Now this, if you see this, now this is second, right? This is module two started, right? So till slide 46, you have module one. If you see here, till slide 46, you have module one, and then from 47, you have module two. So what you can do, you can create sections, right? You can create sections here. You can create sections. Put your cursor here in between. Okay, put your cursor here, and in between you put your cursor here. Okay, and then what you can do, you can create section. You can 1 minute. If you see here, insert, put your here, then the section news, not new slide. 1 minute. Sections. Add section. Why add section is not coming here? And here add section is coming. Here it is not coming. Maybe it's an older version. 1 minute. Let me just save it in newer version. The older version section was not there. So you can see it's saved in 97 2003 presentation because older version. So Microsoft 1 minute. So Microsoft presentation, if I say now, imagine if I open this. Now you can see this. If I just do right click, check it properties. So this dot pptx, okay. This property, this is this property. If I'm checking it property, this is dot ppt. So can you get the difference? This is dot ppt. It is an older version, 97 2003 format. So I'll just delete it. Control, simply delete it. Okay, now let me open this. That's why I tell you to use updated versions. Now if I do right click, then this add section came. Can you see the difference, right? So I give the name and heading module 01, rename it. So you can see this module 01. You're getting it right. So this I created this section module 01. Okay. Now I'll go till slide 46. I go till slide 46, slide 47. Add sections. Then I'll write here module 2, module 02, rename it. You got it right. Now this is module 3. So you can see module 3 starting from here. So again, I do right click, add section. I write module 03, rename it. Then I'll put module 04. So now guys, if you notice, I'll press Ctrl S to save whatever I did. So it should save that. Now, if you see my slides, you see this, can you see the same thing which was not coming earlier? Because it is not updated section, you can see a rename section, collapse all. If I see collapse all, can you see this module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4? So 44 slides are there in module 1, 71 slides in module 2, 83 slides in module 3, 22 slides in module 4. If suppose this is a presentation, if I give to my student chapter wise, now my student want to study only module 4 because module 4 is coming, for example, 1, 2, 3 is not coming. So why he or she will waste their time on module 1, 2, 3? They simply click on module 4 and then they simply click on module 4 and then they can start studying module 4. What all there in module 4. Here you're getting it right. So you simply section under section collapse all. So expand all. So everything got expanded. Expand all. These all are self-explanatory. I believe you are getting it. What is collapse all? What is expand all? You can learn by yourself. Clear everyone? Any doubt anyone? Anyone? Any doubt? You can see this whenever you're making PowerPoint presentation. Whenever you are making PowerPoint presentation, you can always put a click to add notes. You can add notes. So slide by slide wise, you can add notes. If you want, you can add notes. So what is a notes? Overview of financial market. So you can add a note, some note like G6. Suppose G6 means government government securities. G6 means government securities. Okay, so PSU. Suppose I don't remember what is PSU. So PSU means public aid undertaking. Are you getting it? So like that, you can put notes, comments. You can put comments. So you can put comment here that discussion on discussion on primary market. Discussion on primary market. So you can put a comment. Fine. So you can give presentation of this. So when you give presentation, that the comment and the notes, everything will be visible on left hand side in the projector. Here it won't be visible, but it will be visible there in projector. Clear? Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, any doubt? You want to open control and close alt F4 or control W, all this you know. Normally, whenever you are working, whenever you are working on PowerPoint, if you see here, can you see this pen highlighter or pen laser pointer? If you know laser pointer, this is what I was telling. Laser pointer. This laser pointer, you will get this laser pointer by simply clicking on control key and then dragging your mouse, then also you get the laser pointer. Otherwise, the same laser pointer you get like this. Clear everyone? Laser pointer of pen. So pen, you want to highlight something. So there's a very important word, there's a Bretton Woods agreement. The shortcut key for pen is control P. Control P. P for pen. Bretton Woods agreement. Use properly. Bretton Woods agreement. Control Z. Control Z to edit. Undo it. Control Z is not working. If not working, then what I'll do? I'll erase it. So I'll erase this. Okay. So this erase. Okay. Highlighter. I'll highlight it. Clear everyone? The pen, if you want pen, just highlighter. If you want pen, control P. If you put control P, you'll get pen. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt, any question? Malavika, madam, please put the attendance sheet. Attendance sheet. Clear everyone? So you can use this control P. You can use a highlighter. Okay. You can put 3D images also. If you want, you can put 3D images also. You can put images, all the 3D models. You can see this. For describing some visual representation in presentation, you can use 3D images also. Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt, any question? Insert, if you go inside insert, you can learn by yourself. The different commands are there: smart art, chart, add-ins, zoom, link, hyperlink, you can add comment, text box, header, footer, word art, date, time, everything, symbols. If you're using mathematics, if you're writing something mathematical in PowerPoint, you need symbols and equations. Ask anyone if anyone have any doubt, any question.